Okay, so I've actually got my Winnie the Pooh top on, black jeggings and a t-shirt. Normally I wear this when I don't feel too good or whatever, just because it's loose. It's probably too thick to move around too much, but it was a bit cooler again this morning. Not as bad as it was the last couple of days. I didn't get the rubbish recyclable bin out last night, but I did it first thing this morning. As soon as the alarm went off, I got ready, got dressed, put my recyclable bin out. Then I was round the shop at 7:15 this morning because I needed some fresh bread. So I've got a few things on my list that I didn't get done yesterday. I will say that I did hoover all the way through last night. I didn't mention during my basics that I did do laundry, and I put laundry away again. It was about, I think it was about 9 o'clock last night, so it wasn't so late. I'm trying to finish early on, but sometimes when we're watching a certain program, I think it's Rich House, Poor House, where they swap homes, where we're having it on the station, we have to watch the adverts. Well, they can be paused, but you can't fast forward the adverts. So that's the time that I go and do a little bit. I will say, not only did I do the washing up, I actually did the drying up and put it all away. So my kitchen was completely cleared last night, and there was a reset. So it was really nice feeling coming down this morning, knowing that I got a fresh sort of on look on my home. It hasn't been like that for some time. I'm not blaming Daniel. I was just as bad actually, with him being off, also with Christmas. It just, everything sort of got on top of me. It was quite a not a stressful season, but I lagged a bit. I still got my basics done every day, but saying that, there became a lot of hot spots. Normally I say when there's hot spots, it means that something's not working. It's not always the case. Sometimes it's a matter of, dare I say, a bit of a laziness or something. And when clutter starts in a space, what I call a hot spot, it just escalates. If it's a clear space like my dining room table and say my craft and desk, you know, office desk, if I can keep those areas cleared by the end of the evening before I go to bed, there's more chance that it's going to stay cleared. So hopefully this week, now getting into a routine after covering all this yesterday, that I can get a lot more done. Start earlier on in the mornings like I used to do, so that I can have part of the day to do crafting or whatever. I must admit I was in dreadful pain last night with my back and my legs, so I might not be doing so much today. It might be a lot of items that I can sit down and sort out and go through, like the crafting items that have come into my home from a kind friend. She was given some and then she gave it to me to go through. If anything I didn't want could go back, but she does, not for a while now, like to come with me to my home or to hers and do crafting, so I can see what's in there, sort of review it, see what I can do with the items, see what crafting I can do and things like that. I've had a quick look, although most of them are in bags. I've put in my lounge so I can quickly share what I've got, and then I can decide what projects. Luckily, when we was out with my friend Jan, I did not buy any crafting items, and she'd already said she got a few items for me. When she said a few items, I thought, yeah, maybe half a bag. I wasn't expecting as much as it was, so I need to go through that. But I can sit down on the floor with my cushion, watch TV and get that sorted. So I really did very well yesterday. Just going to take an easier, slower sort of pace today. Might get that little bit done on my kitchen worktop where my microwave is. I want to pull all that and get it all cleaned and cleared and reviewed, because it is a bit of a clutter, but that is stuff that's actually used. So I'm going to review that and see what can be done just to make it a little bit tidier. Sometimes just a clean helps and makes you feel better anyway. So at least hopefully I won't be on my legs too long this morning. And then this afternoon I might do a bit of crafting. I'm not sure. It depends on how much I get done this morning. But I've already done, you know, a little bit of a pickup this morning. I've made the beds. As I said, I've been around the corner shop, put my recyclable bin out. So not too bad already. And like I said, everything was straightened up and reset last night. So this is all the crafting and papers and everything that's coming to my home from a friend. She said, just go through it and see what I can use. If not, obviously pass it on, or if it's rubbish, just get rid of it if it's not something that can be used. There's paper pads. They've not got the full pads, but they've got papers in them, which I want to go through. There's a couple of folders like this that have got lots of either card, backing bits from embellishments and things like that, and things like this, if I can get this out one-handed without sort of screwing it up. So got these. I do like these. So there's a lot of things. There's another pouch there, more papers there. So I want to go through them. I've even got a papier-mâché, do you call it? Sort of cardboardy thing that you could do papier-mâché. That's what I meant to say. Unicorn. That might actually be something I could do with my granddaughter. I've got beads and everything, although some of the stuff's come out. This is gorgeous. I'm not quite sure what to do with it, but there's a couple of masks. There's this one that's really elegant, and I think it's really nice. I mean, maybe Christmas time or anything, that would look nice over here, up there. Do you see what I mean? I have got my sleeping bag there. I did put my head down for a few minutes after the intro. So, yeah, because I was really aching this morning. But I did stay in bed, so I think that's a lovely mask. And there's a couple of other things in here as well that I need to go through and just sort of see what I can do with the pieces. So I will give you a closer look at some of the bits as I go along. But I'm really looking forward to it. Again, that's something I can do sitting down, watching TV. Also, like I said yesterday, I've got medication to put in for my pouch for the week and things like that. But if I can get that work surface done in the kitchen, obviously complete my basics, I will be very happy. So I'm going to get on in between. So this might be an all day, to me anyway, sort of project, if you like to call it that, or task, is obviously to go through this, because this was when I said about tidying my cubby up. This is what I meant with the bags that came in, and I've had them a couple of days now, so I really want to get these sorted. So I've pulled everything out of the craft bags, and I've been sort of reviewing what was in there. Some items I've already shared. I've been sort of spending a bit of time. I've got my cushion down here. Sleeping bag wrapped around me. It's warmed up a little bit. I waited a few, well, maybe half an hour to an hour to film this bit because it came over really dark. Plus, as I say, I'm struggling moving. But why it's also taken quite some time is the fact I've been having some ideas of how to use the pieces, and I'm really glad I haven't bought any more papers recently. And although it's not a long time, I've decided I'm going to try and make it at least another week, 7 days without buying any craft pieces. The only thing I might need to buy is glue, but other than that, I want to see how I get on. So I'm going to give you a closer look and some of the ideas and ways that I possibly will use the pieces. So starting over here, this was a folder that this person must have made. I've left it there because it's a pretty good idea actually. Maybe I can make something on a smaller scale. And then we've got a lot of the beads. I haven't got many beads to tell you the truth. I think I'm a bit concerned because obviously my eyes, and sometimes they can be quite fiddly and everything, but I will give it a go and do something with them, I think. So there's quite a selection of beads there, and we've got more pieces in here. Some of these I think should be going in there, these triangle ones, and we've got, as I said, quite a lot of different things in there. This obviously I will pull to bits. It's obviously some project someone actually started, but I'll take the, if I can't take everything off, I will probably replace it with another bit of board or something. I'll see how it goes. I'm going to see if I can rip all this off, because obviously it's got the stand and the clips, but I'll see how that one goes. We've got this like ball design thing that I can do something for Christmas, because obviously I haven't started my Christmas decorations. So we're in month 3 now, so I could make something with that. Also, that would make a nice sort of picture frame as well, putting a photo behind it, decorating this, and you got yourself a like a photo album thing. There's more of these beads, so quite a lot. I actually covered that one. This one is just one that's on its own. My friend did say it's broken, but that doesn't bother me. I've come up with a couple of ideas. One idea is to actually cut part of this away, paint it white. I haven't done anything using serviettes. Maybe decorate it or something like that. And with cutting that out, you can make it into and put some fake flowers in there, make it like a vase, especially for my granddaughter and I think something like that. Another idea, I've got some little flowers. I'm just reaching over these sort of things. You could obviously fill this in. Yes, you could make another horn, but use it more like a horse. And you see, might be able to sort of file that down a little bit, rub it down, fill it in with more cardboard or something. And you might have seen them where it's like a sort of headdress going across there, and using flowers and things like that. So quite a few ideas there. I've got these yellow flowers here. I kept this. I think the lady probably kept this as well, due to the fact it's got ideas. I have got a large tag sort of scrap book thing, and then it gives you some ideas. I might just cut those pictures out. There's a box here which just needs sticking, but also I could maybe even corral the masks in there. After taking the elastic band off some wrapped up papers, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I know it's just a scrap, but isn't that beautiful? As I said, and some of these obviously can be used in my little junk books and everything. I really want to get into doing more crafting again. I phased out. I did a lot before Christmas, during Christmas and everything, but then it just sort of phased out. I think these might be offcuts maybe of wallpaper. It seems that sort of texture, and obviously my black and white. Got a few more masks, so maybe at some point make a little sort of arrangement with those. These are what I believe go around the neck by the looks of it. I spread them out like that because my idea is I have my Lazy Susan on my dining room table, especially this jester sort of one. You imagine that flat like that, and then put a plate or a wooden or a black or white bowl on top of that in that middle bit, and that would make a nice little arrangement like that one, but especially the jester one. These I think might have been wallpaper, looks like it. Just cut the bit off for whatever reason, so I've left those there because I'm sure I can do something with that. Tissue paper and bags there. These ballerina shoes I'm going to give to my granddaughter because she does do ballet. There's more beads and everything. I really will have to think of ways to use that. This, whether this had, I would have thought something like pot puree in. It's got a little catch. I'm not sure if I can do this one-handed like I keep saying, but it does open up because I opened it. And you can put replenish, there we are, it with pot puree for this year. So I could even count that as a sort of decoration for this year. Looks like she was doing something with this. Crayons, cork coasters. I'm not sure if it would work putting black and white photographs on there, then sealing them with a spray or something. I quite like the idea of that. And there's quite a few ideas I've got to use these, so that's handy. Got two big pouches of papers, which I haven't gone through. I might sit at my desk at some point and go through that. I mentioned about those. Some of them I'm going to take off the sheet and put them in little envelopes, pouches, in with my embellishment drawer. And then I found some like postcards and photographs and everything. So I'll go through some of these. I like anything like this that I can put in frames. So some of the colours might not be my taste, but they might come in handy for whatever project, and also some backing. I want to add something else. So there's that. I think I might just have one in. Reminds me more of like Harvest or something. And it looks like they've been framed and might be been pinned up or something at some point. But I do love some of these, especially these muted ones, because I love those. And there's that one. And that one. It looks like a boat. And that one. That's probably not so much my colouring, but it could actually be cut down. As I said, I need to find a place when I go back into my cubby to start putting this away. But I thought I'd share it first. It might be a fact that I might end up sorting some of my pieces out. If I'm incorporating a lot of these, I might have to get rid of some of mine, I'll have to say. This is the sort of thing that I do absolutely love. I can see that in a black frame. And then there's some like cards here with different designs. These are really nice to, you know, if you want to put some reasonable art in picture frames. I mean, I love that one. I love the koala. If you imagine that out of its frame, look, as I said, I have got some of these frames. I think that looks absolutely lovely. I just love that picture. That might be something I will do this afternoon, actually. Put that in a frame because I just love it. And then we've got small flowers, but that is one of my favourites. So cute. We've got these little wooden pegs, fairies. Again, I might actually do something with my granddaughter with those. I remember buying some frames like these, and I paid quite a bit for them. Looks like there might be 3 in there, and to do something with those, even, as I said, you've got a frame like that, especially that squared one. You put that on there. Maybe you want to paint it or spray it, and then put a picture. And say some of these, I'm just putting things out like this because I've just been experimenting what I'm going to do. And then she included some jewellery. Now, you know, I have sorted and thinned out my jewellery. Some of this is absolutely gorgeous. She must have put it all together to pull it to bits, which I didn't do with my jewellery. Some of these items I am going to put in with the rest of my jewellery. Others I'm going to put slightly separate, but with my jewellery, if that makes sense, so that I can use it as play jewellery for my granddaughter. One of the items I did like is this one, and it's the moon, but it's got this purple like stone with the butterfly. That is sort of my colours. I kind of like this actually with all the different bits, and it's sort of like a black stone. Not sure what I would do with the pearls, but again, I think we'll keep them. I have actually in the past, and I had a bulky like ruby sort of heart that I got from I think it might have been, was it Poundland or something? I can't remember exactly, but this is thinking out the box. I used to do things with beads, like a tall thin vase, and you wrap it around the vase. I can't do this very good because I haven't got a vase, and have it so it's sort of draped down, so you've got layers. Instead of around someone's neck or my neck, it goes around the neck of the vase. I think my granddaughter will love this, and these sort of ones, that is my favourite colour. She'll love all those, I think, and especially that one, and this one's really delicate, so she will love that. But in the late 80s and early 90s, I used to always wear brooches. Don't anymore, but this is absolutely gorgeous, and I could see myself doing a piece of artwork. I'm trying to explain a little bit what I mean. This has got a bit screwed up, but basically, so you got that, got a frame, I'm not saying this exactly, and having something like that and making a little bit of a collage artwork, if that makes sense. But I think this is so pretty that I think I'm going to use that somehow anyway. So yeah, this is another one that I think my granddaughter will love, and I think if I put them in my jewelry thing, then I can give her a piece when she comes now and again. So there's that one with like a butterfly. I'm sure she'll like that. And this one, not so much this bit, but if I can actually use a pair of pliers and take this off, again, the same as that brooch there, that would make a lovely sort of embellishment in with backing paper and card and things like that. Then we've got some of these packs. This is something, I don't know where these actually come from, but I was looking at something like this at Temu. I've reframed, this is the longest I've been since I started ordering from Temu, that I haven't ordered anything yet, not for a couple of weeks. But look at these are really pretty, and there's so many, and they're, you know, they might even you know, wet them, and they might be able to use them on, say, something like that. When I said I might make it into like a vase, because there's so many, and butterflies and everything, and the ones in the cloches, is it called cloche? And then you've got the flower one. I'll just quickly do that one. Then writing, and I love these sort of things. I've got a sort of family junk book that I've been on years, and I need to go back to it, but we need to sort our ink out on a printer so I can finish that project. Then this one looks like it's maps. Whether these, I don't know, I haven't read the back end, so whether these have actually, they could have come from Temu, funny enough. It says made in China, but I say these are the sort of things that I would have actually bought myself. This 3D book, excuse me, is in bits, but that doesn't bother me. What I'm going to do is, another thing I'm going to do is sit sit here and put them all in a pouch so it comes out of this. But I might put inside, you know, the pictures and everything to give some idea. Because let's face it, this is the works. I haven't seen these in quite some time. And at the back it gives you the designs. I don't think I ever had this one. So I'm going to do something with that. Paper pads, I've got this one. It's got a lot of papers in. I love this Christmas one. There's a lot of different papers that I need to go through. Some have been used or cut up. Others are complete sheets. So I'm going to go through all that. A lot of pieces of paper here, but I do like the unusual things like this. So I'm going to have great fun sorting things out. Got a lot of like tickets and things here. Again, some I like, and this, and all different sort of papers and pictures like this. So, and lots of scrap paper. I love things that have been homemade. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I think that is so sweet. So I like to do something with that. There's this owl. I'm not sure if it was like a, I don't know if it's like a hot water bottle, mini hot water bottle cover, or it had a little cushion in it. But either way, I might actually put something in there just to make it like a cushion. Got gloves there. So quite a lot here. And probably time is getting on actually. It's sun's trying to come out a bit, so it's brightened up a lot. But I definitely want to try and put all this lot away, even if I don't get that little bit done in my kitchen. I really want to get this done and put things how I'm going to use them and how soon I'm going to use them and things like that. But then again, I've got lots of things in those papers as well, and card and scraps. Really need to knuckle down and make some of my decorations and little junk books. So yeah, so I'm gonna start putting this away, and I say hopefully by the end of the day, if nothing else, I've got my basics done and I would have sorted all this out. I've contacted my friend to say about getting together to do some crafting, so hopefully I'll get that penciled in as well. So sharing some of the pieces that I've put away, I've kept two of the necklaces for myself. This one that I really do like, and as you know, that one with the moon and the butterfly. Then what I've done is the pieces that I think I'm going to keep up for my granddaughter, I've actually kept it in this organza sort of bag, so they're there, so I know where they are. So I just thought I'd share, because this is the problem when stuff comes into your home, whether it's shopping, you hold off for hauls. I've done it as well, or given pieces. I try not hold on to it in the bags for too long, because it would just escalate and you'll just think, well, I'll get round to it someday. But as I said, this has been a few days in the bag, so I thought I'd get it sorted out now. So I've done what I said I was going to do. I've cut all that book up. Some scraps will be used in my junk books, especially at Christmas. This was a specific Christmas range. Others I'll use on tags and Christmas cards. So it's surprising how much, along with that other set of tags which I've cut up. So I'll just get rid of that rubbish down in my bin down the side here. So this is how it's come down to it. I find it easy if I sit at my desk, or even in the lounge sometimes, but specifically now Daniel's back at work, probably I'll come in here a little bit more, is that the sets I put in rather these old CD sort of pouches, so everything's corralled for that set. So if I say, well, I've got 20 minutes, I've got half an hour, I've got an hour, or I've got a whole half day to do a project, then I can take things to what I actually comfortably can do in that time. and also clear up, because obviously I want to keep my desk clear. So what I've done is I put all those other bits in here. Some of them haven't got complete sort of sets, but like the backing ones I've actually cut up as well. These sort of things, these show you the design, because you can either add things onto that to make it 3D using sticky pads. You can put a hole, say, either at the top here or in the corner, put some contrasting red or Christmas ribbon, and you've got an instant tag, and they're white on the back. So just a quick idea, things like that. So these are the sort of things that I'm going to put aside so that I can actually use these and see them. So I'm going to see if they can slot in just there, so that I've got things here that I can deal with. Something that I didn't actually share with you, there was these 2 jars in that thing as well. This one has got little sort of butterflies, like bling. I'm hoping that this is coming out, because I'm a bit blinded at the moment from the back door because the sun's come out. So that's those. So I've put the pot there again so I can see it, but it's not clutching my desk up. Then I've got some of these, and there's so many of these embellishments. Now these cost a fair bit, but things like the little crosses, I mean, even if you're not religious or anything, I think they would go nice on Easter cards, just because obviously the time of that season, it's not just about Easter baskets and sort of Easter eggs and things like that. Although I'm not a religious person, but some of the embellishments I can put on, I can also add these onto my cross stitch as well. So got a hell of a lot in there, and that probably was actually quite a bit of money in there. So I've got that handy. Something else that I've done, I've been sorting out my box. I've got my stickers here, for especially for my planner. But what I've done is I've got a drawer, and I've put all those sheets in, because I could use these for a number of different things. Again, they're in my eyesight, I can see them, I can use my own planner, I can do projects. So I've put them all in a separate drawer there. So those sort of things are handy because I can see what I'm doing. I've got my card making stuff at the side here. I've got things that I've got from that little trolley that bought in from the kitchen. Another little thing I thought about, like I said, I'm sort of, might rethink this, but this is all about sort of having things on hand if I've got time, obviously, to do it. So I picked out, I'm not sure if this will be the actual card I would use. They are double-sided, but I was just putting, you know, thinking this out. Remember I said about that brooch? Well, there's these cork tiles, coasters. If I didn't want to use these as coasters, say, I could make a slight design, because I've got a magnetic board here. I could even put cork circle here and have them magnetic on this board. I could do an arrangement, but also you could cover these up. And I said about that brooch, which I don't like particularly wearing brooches, but I love this. But when I was breaking up that Christmas design, I found these pieces. I know I've brought some lace and a doily and everything from charity shop, and I've had it a little while now. I could even use that possibly. So as I said, this is sort of thing that I would actually have to think about. But all these things are what I've cut down, and they're sort of in my colour scheme here anyway. But I'm just giving you an idea. And these are like sort of cardboardy lace doilies. I would play around with it, and there's a half moon one and things like. I haven't even thought this out. I'm just putting this down, but it could be in a frame without the glass, or like those. And there's things like this. And then I've got a bow, like something like that even. I'm just putting this down. I'll play around with it, but I'm hoping this is coming up clear. But making this centralised of using that brooch, whether I do it, as I said, I like using frames and taking the glass out. I actually have got the glass out of this because I change this out quite regularly, but I like that, just that simple thing of inspire. But funny enough, I just seen this. I was to take that out because this hasn't got glass in, and do something with this paper. And again, until I looked up, you know, let's just put this down quickly just to give you an idea what I mean. It doesn't necessarily have to be like this, but I'm just trying to sort of give an idea, because obviously without the glass or anything, you can have that brooch in there and anything like this and like that. So you've got an instant piece of art. So I'm continuing, I'm still putting things away, and I'm sure of sharing how I'm putting things away. Like I said, I don't want to clutter my cubby up too much, although I have got so much stuff in here. Realistically, I could probably get away with maybe a whole year. I'm not buying anything else but glue or glue sticks, because I do get through a lot. But I just thought I'd share that so you can think out the box, whether you're a crafter or not. I mean, we all get birthday cards, Christmas cards. There's not stopping anybody from making tags, developing birthday cards into new cards and things like that. So what I've done, I've got some of the folders under there of all the bits of paper and card. Two of them I've cut down, so I've got one larger sheet and one smaller sheet besides the other pieces of paper, and I work through those before I work through anything else. Then any sheets that are full, which is these, I've took them out the books. These are the ones that are full sheets, so I can use these up as well with my crafting. I've got that there because I'm convinced I might even put it in a white frame yet. I'm considering that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And any other little bits I've got there that I need to sort out, but I've got everything else away and my desk is clear, which is what I wanted to do, and I'm just loving that over there. So that is one thing. And also my dining room table is also cleared. If I can come round, I've just finished the clearing up, and I was just experimenting, and this is what I said about putting a dish or something on it, but I've actually tied it round the bottom of the vase that's got my baubles in, and I don't know if I can do this. There we are. So that lights up like so. And these are actually Christmas ornaments, but I keep those out since before Christmas. But what I'm saying is this is tied on, so even if I don't keep that on now, that would be nice with this and some plain sort of, you know, placemats would make a nice setting for a black and white theme for a dinner party or a birthday or any occasion when we have visitors. But I just wanted to experiment. It is double-sided, but I do like the black, and I just thought I'd share that. Then the other pieces I've put in here, this is all like little mini bags for different occasions, popcorn bags and things like that. Then the other sort of, I think you put it around your neck or something, possibly. I've put it in here, just with my bunting and everything. So, you know, that's another thing where I've corralled things for different sort of things like in there, and I'll go through that another time. But I'm really pleased. I've got my laundry there. I just put my placemats there because once I've emptied those drawers, I want to put napkins and you know, placemats in there. My pegs are there. Anything that's going out that's not going to charity shop or the tip is going to someone's home, goes in that bin. And then I've got my laundry, which I probably won't put away now until tomorrow, but really pleased. And I've got the washing up done. I haven't done the drying up admittedly, so I might leave that because it's getting late. But Neil might be, this area maybe tomorrow now, because I spent so long off and on all day sorting those papers and bags out. And I've got a couple of bags now of rubbish that I've sorted out of my cubby. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.